Hi everyone. So, okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. God bless you. How's everyone doing today? How are you? God bless you. God bless you. How are you? Let me see. How's everyone doing today? From above. I'm from above. Do you know above? Above, on the mountain top, where the eagles fly. Oh yeah, no, actually, yeah, it's a piano instrumental. Not the real piano. It's from the YouTube instrumental. I like it actually. It sounds like real piano, right? Does it sound like real piano? Nah, nah, nah. Okay. How is everyone doing today? Does that sound like a real piano? Okay, as you're coming in, let's go ahead. Interact with one another. Interact with one another. How was your day? How was your night? How is your morning going? It depends on your location. What time right there where you are? Morning, night, day. Hey, sweetheart. Mitchell, how are you? We missed you. It's been a while. So where is your next trip gonna be? When are you having trip to New York? Hey, Sir James, how are you? I'm here now going to go. Oh wow. You're a traveler. That's good. I love traveling too. It's good. Traveling helps you to get more exposed. As you're coming in, please hit the like button. Yeah, my day was good actually. In all things, yeah, it's good. I'm positive. No matter what, I'm always positive. Please hit the question. So coming in, please. The moderators, I hope you're doing your job. Hit the like button. Thank you. And then what we're gonna have today. We're having today superficial sparks. But if you can interact with one another, hey, Sergeant, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, Sergeant? Probably it's on my device. I'm not saying. So your next trip is gonna be California. After California, what next? Mitchell, what next? Where next actually? After California, where next? So Mitchell, after California, where next are you gonna be going? Where are you traveling to after California? No. We had Chad and Chi on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was quite interesting. I don't know who watched that. Did anybody? Hi, darling. How are you? How was your day? Did anybody watch that Chad and Chi on Thursday? It was fun. I went live Thursday. Did anybody watch it? Unannounced. Oh wow, that sounds so good. That sounds good. When is your next cruise? When is it gonna be? I want to replay that. Just one more. Hope you enjoy your cruise. When are you cruising to New York actually? No date yet, right? Darling, how was your day? You do had a good day. Working on that flyer soon. My graphic designer is working on it. I will need us to, help me type it out as usual. As usual, what we got? Superficial spouse. Oh. That's what we got today. Please hit it for me. Hit it out. We'll be talking on how to identify them, the indicators of superficial spouse, and all of that. Superficial. Okay, come on. Let's hit it, please. Where are my backup singers? Some of them are not here today. Okay, those of you here, I need you to help me figure it out on on the chat. Superficial spouse. Superficial spouse. That's what we got today. Hey, God bless you, Monica. I'm seeing new faces today. It's good. That sounds good. Some of my come on. Superficial spouse, please. Can you help me type it out as usual? How to identify them. Now, can I ask you this question on your own understanding? What is really superficial spouse? Who is a superficial spouse? Do you have an idea of that? When you hear that, somebody tell you, oh, superficial spouse. Do you have an idea on that? Okay. No, superficial spouse is actually, are we there? Are we ready? It's generally a man, a husband, or a wife who see things, prioritize other things over his emotional intimacy and personal need of his spouse. A superficial spouse is a wife or a husband who prioritize things. He don't want other things in general much better than his emotional intimacy and personal needs of his spouse. That's just it. Because when you hear about anything that has to do with superficials, it means, in other words, it might not be original. It might not, the person might not be adding real. Could be real, but the character trait isn't real. So that's what makes it superficial. Because a lot of couples are in marriage today, they don't act real to their spouses. Could be real marriages, but character trait doesn't portray a real husband or a real wife. So on both sides, like we always do, the side of a husband and the side of a wife. So we're going to be talking about the side of husbands today. And if there is still time, we might include the wife side. We could do husband side today. Okay, no problem, Mitch. I got you. No problem. Have a good night. So yeah, so my darling, are you there? Okay, I need everybody to help me type it out as usual. So those who are not getting my accent can read it out under comment, please. Help her type it out. Superficial spouse. No, there are many indicators of superficial spouse. But I want to give us 8 indicators. You could say indicators or how to identify them. It's either you say how to identify a superficial husband or a superficial one. Yeah, we're talking about husband side today anyway. So there are 8 ways. Number 1 is lack of empathy. If you ever seen that husband that lack empathy, a lot of marriages are suffering from, I want to use the word kiosk, a lot of kiosk going on in marriages today. So, but then on the side of a husband, when you talk about a husband who is a superficial, you know that number 1, how to identify him is he lack empathy, lack of empathy. Lack of empathy. Is anybody typing it for me, please, darling, and others? Lack of empathy. If you lack empathy, then you know you're a superficial husband. A man, a husband who is empathetic to the spouse is a real husband, is a competent husband. But if you see yourself you're not competent, you don't have empathy to your spouse, then you're not competent, you're not a competent husband. You're still lacking a lot of knowledge in marital skills that you have to learn. So the truth is, if you got no skill, you go for learning. And that's why you got marriage counselors are there to teach you. Marriage advisors, relationship advisors. If you're in a relationship right now, you got relationship advisors there to teach you. And that's why I'm here to also help you out to acquire the skill. If you learn that skill as a man who is in the relationship, or as a man who is in marriage, as a husband, so these are skills that you must acquire to be a competent spouse in your marriage. If you lack it, so if you're in marriage, you must have empathy for your spouse. Darling, I know you're still there. Just help me type this out, okay? Darling, thank you. God bless you. Because that helps me know that everybody's getting it. Yeah. No, you see, that's why I like it typing it out. It's not goals, actually. I didn't mention goals. Number 1 key is lack of empathy. We didn't type it out. That's it. Number 1 key indicator of knowing a superficial husband is if you lack empathy. That's number 1 key indicator. Please, we need to get this out first. Number 1 is lack of empathy. If you lack empathy to your wife, then you know you're a superficial husband. Number 2, of how to identify or indicate a superficial husband is self-centeredness. Okay, yeah, okay, I got you, no problem. Goes to learn relationship. All right, thank you. Like an addition, I got you, Danny. You're getting an addition to what I said, no problem. But I didn't want this what I'm saying to be typed out, so that those who are listening or watching around can get it clear. If you're a husband, you have self-centeredness. No, everyone got their various weaknesses before marriage. Before marriage, you have your various weaknesses. But if you get into marriage with your weaknesses, wisdom demands that you kind of work on your weakness to become a competent spouse. As a husband to be, or a husband already in marriage, work on your it's very important you work on your weaknesses to make you a competent husband. Otherwise, yeah, lack of it. Thank you, you got it. Danny, you got it. Thank you. That's it. And then I've passed that number 1 right now. We're in number 2. Number 2 is, I said, self-centeredness. A husband who is self-centered is a superficial husband. or a superficial spouse. There are a lot of things that contribute to self-centeredness, as in everyone's life. I can understand that. Be it a husband or a wife, you may be self-centered when you were single, because probably your family wasn't together when you were growing up. Probably you had your parents got either separation or divorce, or you didn't grow up in a peaceful home, a home where parents, had a good marriage. Are you getting what I'm saying? Where you could grow up in a home where you have a lot of self-centeredness going on between your dad and mom, and then you find yourself grow up that way, and it become your character trait because you didn't see it happen in your marriage, in your home, like your biological home. You didn't see it happen, so you felt it's part of life. It became part of you. That's why it's good to break it. If you want to enjoy your marriage, break that self-centeredness that grew up in you, that you came up become self-centeredness as a person. If you're in marriage, you don't talk about you alone. You don't everything you want to say don't have to be with you. Okay, for example of self-centeredness, I want to give you for example, but you already know, some of you know what I'm talking about. For example, you say, oh, me, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to go here, I want to go this, I have to conclude on this. Concluding everything you want to do, you have to put a stamp on it on your own. Everything that has to do at home is all about you talking about yourself. I don't care about someone else, but I care about myself alone. That has been your attitude and your language. That makes you a self-centered man, a self-centered husband that cannot have a happy life. I love a statement someone made. I don't want to mention that name, and I love it. He said, a happy wife, happy life. Now I want to explain that because you might not really understand that from the way it sounds. But this is actually the meaning of that. It means, what that means is, if your wife is happy, if you make your wife happy, you will get happiness in return. It's not about her. Oh, surely she will always be happy within herself. Most especially if it's a cheerful wife. A wife who is always cheerful, You can't break her cheerfulness in her. She will remain cheerful and happy every time. But to you can't get full happiness from her. Somebody help me type full happiness. You can't get full happiness from your wife if you always being self-centered. If you can't make her happy, you can't get happiness. No. You always have bitter. You always have things that could attract sorrow or bad things happening to you. You can't be happy, full happiness. And if you're a complaining type, you want to keep complaining because you haven't made your wife happy. If you can't stop being self-centered, she's going to keep doing things that will make you complain. And when you complain, you can't be happy. That's just the truth. So you're going to break somebody help me type, break self-centeredness in marriage. Every wife always have their way of getting what they want in life. Every woman, in fact, outside the wife, right? Every woman created by, I want to see everyone hitting the like button, please. Can you hit the like button? Hit the like button so comment in. Every woman in life created by God have their way of getting things done. Whatever they want in life, they go for it. They have a way of getting it. Okay, even if you're being self-centered to them, that doesn't count to, it doesn't really bother them. It is you that it has to be bothered. Because why? You can't get full happiness in your life as long as you're being self-centered to them. You're not acting the way you're supposed to act to them. They'll make you not to be full happy. They can't give you that full happiness. It's tranquility. You might be getting you know what I mean, tranquility in return. Whatever you give to every wife, you get it in return. If you give your wife problem, you get tranquility. Somebody help me type tranquility. If you give her happiness, you get excess joy. You give up self-centered, you get the negative side. Except a kind woman, okay, I'm going to use kind wife. Except a kind wife who doesn't count on your self-centeredness, and then just, keep showing you kindness. Kind people like me, I don't know how to treat people bad. I don't know how to be self-centered. I didn't grow up like that. My parents weren't self-centered. We grew up in a peaceful home, sharing home, loving home. In fact, people always admire my home. I'm talking of my biological home, the way we were trained, where I was brought up. So in my family, if I'm the most sharing person, the most kindness, ask them, they're gonna tell you. It's just in me, probably because of ministry, because I've been helping a lot of people. So it's just part of me. I don't know how to do it. That's why if I see anybody being self-centered, I can't act on it. You can't make me change who I am. I'm already a sharing woman, a wife. I'm a sharing wife. I'm a loving wife. I'm a kind wife. I'm a generous wife. Somebody help me type generous wife. If you're a wife here, never let your husband change your identity. If your identity is all these things I just mentioned right now, never let your self-centered husband change it. If you let your self-centered husband change it, it's going to bounce back negative on you in your image, because you're not just dealing with your husband, you're dealing with people out there also, friends, and others around you, probably in your job place. If you're ministry, you minister to people, a lot of people out there looking up to you. So don't let your self-centered husband change who you are. Remain who you are. Are you getting it? Yeah. So, but then, this is how to identify. Number 2 way of identifying a superficial husband. Self-centeredness. Me, not we. Do you know in marriage, you're not supposed to use the language of me, I. Okay. I think that could be a different topic. I got a topic or another topic right now. Hold on, I'm gonna put it down. Language. Come on, hold on, please. Give me a second. Yeah, break it. Be a general. Can you give me a second, please? I'm gonna put something there right now. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so let's go. Number 3 is treating the marriage or relationship as a show rather than partnership. That's number 3 key of identifying a superficial husband. Treating the marriage. If you're married, you could say treating the marriage. If you're in a relationship, you could say treating the relationship as a show rather than partnership. Please help me type it out. You can't treat your marriage as a show. You can't treat your marriage as a show. You treat your marriage as partnership, because both of you are there as partners. That's why it's called life partner. Another word for marriage is life partner, or you could say another word for your spouse is called my life partner. If you don't want to say my husband, you could say my life partner. If you don't want to say my wife, you could say my life partner. So both are in partnership. If you're in marriage right now, you're in partnership with your spouse. If you're in a relationship, you are in partnership with your fiancé. You're in partnership, trying to build into marriage. Thank you, darling. Treat your marriage as partnership, not as a show. They want to use it as a show. It's not a show. Don't go showing people how your marriage is being run. You don't let nobody run your marriage. Don't make it a show that people, you're going to say, oh, this person, if you get to a show, right? You have DJ in that show. You got like ushers in that show. You got speakers in that show and all that. This is not marriage. Marriage, you don't have a show in that marriage. It's partnership between the two of you. You, your wife. That's it. So you run your marriage as partners. And how does partners run their organization? If you're a partner in business, right? How do you run that business? Is mutual understanding. You get things out within yourself. Get things out, sort things out within yourself. You take decisions within yourself. Is anybody getting it? Please help me take decision within yourself as a partner. You're in partnership, right? You and your partner has to take decision within yourselves. You don't bring whatever that happens to outsiders to take decision for you. That's incompetent husband that does that. A superficial husband, only a superficial husband can do that. Whatever that you want to do, bring it to the table, discuss with your wife, talk it over with your wife. You don't omit your wife, skip your wife, and then you take that topic to outsiders, those who are not part of that partnership. Everything, whatever happens, the outside heard it. Your wife don't become the secondary person that's going to hear it. You're just a superficial husband. That's what a superficial husband does. That's not partner. You're not reading your marriage as partnership. You're reading it as a show. Everybody watch our shows. We are acting drama. Watch us. Come on. Bullshit. That's not marriage. That's show. Somebody, oh my God. Joy is not here today. Where is Joy? You see, I need that flow, please. Just help me type it out. Where are my chorus, like backup singers that gives me good flow? Please, those of you that are here, please just help me flow that. I need that type out. Darling, please help me type it out. It's not a show. Come on, you're making blunders. If you run your marriage as a show, you superficial husband. That's just who you are. Number four. Are we going number 4 right now? Somebody help me type number 4. Avoiding emotional depth. Number 4, or how to identify a superficial spouse, is avoiding emotional. Thank you, darling. You're doing good job today, darling. No, help me type that out. Avoiding emotional depth. Okay. You know what that means? When you're always making statement of conversation, or you make a conversation that is centered on around you, just around you, with little effort with your spouse, or you even show no concern of having feelings that has to connect with deeper level. Okay, you show no concern about your wife's feelings. You always show concern about your own feeling. It means actually you're avoiding emotional depth. It's just all centered on you. You're avoiding emotional depth. Then you're a superficial husband. Now we're going to number 5 right now, please. Social media focus. How to know a superficial spouse is number 1. Number 5 is social media focus. Are we running with that? Social media focus. Yeah, but we've passed that right now. Avoiding, no, but we've passed that number 4. Number 4 is social media focus. Now, what that means? So, when you believe your your social media friends more than your spouse, Remember we're talking about husband's side right now. A husband who believes his social media friends more than his spouse or more than his wife is a superficial spouse. If you get married, you're in marriage, right? You must be able to believe your wife better than every other person out there. Do you know why? Both of you had that covenant vow. Both of you stood at the altar or in the court to exchange vow. You wedded together, just both of you. Others are just witnesses. So why would you believe witnesses better than the person that you exchange vow with? Does that make sense? No. You're just a superficial spouse, husband. How? Because you don't even believe the wife you got married to. The opinion of friends out there can't much better than you. You take people's opinion and use it to run instead of you running with the opinion of your wife. You might be saying, oh, I believe my wife. Yes, I believe her. True. But does your attitude portray that you really believe your wife? No. Your attitude is just showing the negative. On the contrary, that you are so superficial. You got no brain. You have head, but you don't use your head. You don't use your head. This same wife you got married to, that you take opinions of others more than her, she lives with you, even if you don't live together. But at least, probably you don't live in the same location, but you're still in marriage, right? Both of you have things together. You got future together. You got the present together. You have things together. You're joined together. And you don't believe her. You just believe the outsiders. Friends out there. It means you got mental disorder. Oh, come on. Somebody help me tell mental disorder. You got mental disorder. You know why? Your medulla oblongata is just totally congested. That's why you can't think well. A husband who thinks well will always believe his wife. You will know, because after you, the next person is your wife. Because she is the one that will stand with you when in the good and the bad. When things happening to you, she's there with you. She's the one that helps you out in things. If you live in the same home with her, she's the one that does the home. She's the home manager. The friends that you believe that are not there to do anything at home, she does the job at home. So, if you believe your friends better than her, it means you don't. This head is just so empty head, empty vessel. Superficial. So superficial. Somebody help me tell empty vessel. Your head is empty. You don't use it. You just got empty head. Fill this head with knowledge. Somebody, please help me tell. Fill your head with knowledge. Fill it up with skills. Fill it up. Just fill it up. It's so empty. How long are you going to be empty head? How long? Are you going to be carrying a congested mentality? How long? How long are you going to keep carrying a contaminated head full of viruses? Your head is so, it's filled with virus. How long? Trash those viruses. You know why? Why you have to trash those viruses? Because you want to be a real husband, not a superficial husband. But if you want to remain a superficial husband, no problem. The virus is going to be there. Keep using that virus. Your head is full of viruses. Somebody help me type virus head. Do you know if a computer is contaminated with virus, do you know how that operates? You know how the computer operates? Darling, you have a computer, right? No. If a computer is contaminated with virus, how does it function? How does that computer function? How? Does anybody know? Do you know how that computer functions? If a computer got a virus right now, how does it operate? Does anybody have a computer here? How does that computer operate? Computer that got viruses. function well. Yeah, if your computer got virus, that computer can't function well. It's gonna be acting up. Even when the phone you're using, right? Even when it got some virus, it's gonna be acting up also. A lot of act up. That's how a contaminated husband hair is. If you're a husband, listen to me, and your head is contaminated with viruses, you can't act well, you can't think well, you can't talk well towards your spouse. You will always talk down on your wife in public. You add things that are not, that setting that doesn't make sense to your wife in public. Your head has a lot of viruses. That's what that means. That is just, you don't need nobody to tell you that. Just know that your head got a lot of viruses. Yeah. Morgan, how are you? Viruses. So, but the blood of Jesus, you know how to format that virus. You could format your virus head with knowledge. Oh, I'm blessed. Format your virus head with knowledge. Is with all the knowledge you're getting here. You put them in that your head, and then it's gonna automatically erase the viruses. The congestion is gonna be eased. No reason why people are still remaining in ignorance every time, because they don't want to get knowledge. They feel they know it all. If you're a husband that think you know it all, that you don't want nobody to teach you, you don't want to get advices, that's why you can't go far in life. You can't learn. You just keep in your ignorance. And ignorance is the worst enemy to every human being. Whatever you do not know, you're ignorant to that. Are you getting it? So, get knowledge. Somebody help me type, get knowledge. Get knowledge, please. Type it for me. Type it for me. Get knowledge. And then your ignorance stays away once you get some knowledges. So, yeah. So, phone focus. The next, Scott, I think number 6, right? Your number 6. Phone focus. Is anybody hitting the like button for me? Please hit the like button. I don't know why moderators are not functioning today. Please hit the like button, please, everybody, if you're coming in. Now, phone focus. Somebody help me type phone focus. That's the number 6 way of knowing a superficial husband. Always focusing on your phone. Darling, are you typing it for me? If you're a husband that always focus on your phone, you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone. In fact, you say good morning to your phone, not even your wife. You say hi phone. And then in the after breakfast, probably you go to sleep. You wake up from sleep, you speak to your phone again, you watch your phone. If I say watching your phone, you could be doing anything, whatever you want to do on your phone. I don't care. What I'm talking about is watching your phone. You could be doing anything on your phone. And then after watching your phone, the next day probably you go to work or go to sleep. And then you come back again, you watch your phone. You're just so superficial. You got no time for your wife. A husband that got no time for his wife is so superficial. All your time invested on your phone. Everything you do on your phone, probably you go live on your phone, you watch porn on your phone, you watch videos on your phone, you play games on your phone, whatever you do on your phone. Come on. Did you get married to your phone? You're just phone focused. Nobody type that for me. Phone focus. That's the number 6 way of knowing a superficial husband. You're so focused on your phone that you lose focus on your wife. You just probably give your wife a little focus, a little. Let's take, for example, maybe 20% focus on your wife, and then 80% is all about your phone and everything that does with your phone. Phone focus. You're just superficial husband. Yeah, no, phone, no, darling. Phone. I said phone. Phone like this. Phone focus. And you see why I love people typing it out so that nobody get me wrong. Not stay focused. Can you correct it, darling, please? Correct that. I'm saying phone like this. Phone focus. Be like having more focus on your phone than your wife. Focus on your phone. Could be doing whatever you're gonna do on your phone. Yeah. But it's very wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Focus, phone focus. That's the subheading. That you watch your phone more than you watch your wife at home. Do you know? Hey Meg, how are you? Meg, how was your day? Meg, I'm gonna put you as a mom. You see, do you know your wife at home should be your home video, like home movie. Watch your what? Do you have time to watch your wife, or just focusing on your phone, watching your phone all day? And 80% of your day is about your phone and everything that goes with your phone. Yes, was good. Was good. Everything that goes with your phone. What about your wife? Just give her 20% time in the day that you are home, just 20%. Other days you're not at home, is that one is different actually. But even if you're not at home, you could stay focused with your phone, with like talking to your wife on phone. Stay focused with your husband. I mean your wife on phone. If you home, stay focused with your wife in person. Watch her. I'm not saying you can't watch your phone. I didn't say that, but time for everything. There is suddenly time for everything. Somebody help me type. Time for everything. Don't put all your focus on your phone and then no time for your wife. Watch her. She's your home movie. Somebody help me type. Your wife is your home movie. Do you know what that means? Home movie. You could just say home TV, apart from your normal TV. Watch your wife. When I say watch your wife, I'm talking about attention. Every wife demands attention from her husband. Someone help me type attention. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You got it, Meg. You got it. That's it. I'm glad you're getting what I'm saying right now. You stay for. I never said don't use your phone. No. You could use your phone, but there has to be kind of I don't know how to explain it. There has to be division. A kind of divide your time. That's what I'm saying. Give time for phone. Give time for your wife. Don't give all your time on your phone and everything on your phone. Of course, when I say give time for phone, when you hear me talking about phone, I'm talking about everything on phone. Social media is there. YouTube is there. Facebook is there. Instagram there. Chatting, watching videos are there. Messengers there. Text there. WhatsApp there. That's everything that goes with phone, right? Why do you put all your time on your phone instead of dividing? So, okay, this time I'm going to use it for my phone and everything on my phone. This time I'm going to use it for my wife. You got no time for your wife. You're just so superficial. That's who you are. Superficial husband. Thank you, got it. Both in relationship and in marriage. You know, there is difference between relationship and marriage. Yeah. If you're in a relationship right now, you must create time for your phone and also create time for your wife. If you're in marriage, create time for your wife and also create time for your phone. Be balanced. Thank you. Holy Spirit just gave me the right word I was searching for. Be balanced. Somebody help me type. Be balanced. Balance the equation. Balance it all. Balance. Somebody help me type balance. Balance it. Don't be so partial. Partial in giving all time on one side, and then one side is lacking. You can't be happy. can't be happy in that marriage. I mean, 100% happy. You don't deserve to be happy because you're not doing things to get happiness in that marriage. Because your wife can be doing some things on purpose just to let you know that you don't even deserve happiness from her, because you don't give room for happiness for her. So she can't give you happiness 100%. She can put up some attitude that will make you know, oh, come on, you're just a mess. Even if you're not there, I'm happy with myself and somebody, and things are there. You can't dictate my mood. That's what every woman have their way of doing things and getting things done by themselves. If they see you as a husband who don't deserve to be given some attitude, who don't treat them nice, they put on some attitude and then put it aside because you don't deserve it. Divide things, be balanced. I'm not seeing nobody typing that. Be balanced. Balance it all. Somebody help me type balance it all. Balance. Come on. A husband who doesn't balance this equation is superficial. I didn't call you superficial. Your attitude called you that. Your character trait describes who you are. Who you are is not by saying, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and that. No. Your character trait describes it. Just like, for example, myself. When I hear people talk, I assess who they are. When I read people's comments, I assess who they are. When I see them doing certain things, I assess who they are. You don't need to tell me who you are. I know you. I assess you by what you do. So, same apply to you as a husband. Your attitude towards your wife describes who you are. If you're really a real husband that you claim to be, or a superficial husband, any of these two, you must be one. You can't be two. Somebody help me tell you, can't be two things. For example, myself, I'm Joy. I can't be another person. You can't be here and the other place. You can't be in 5 and still be in 6. No. Like, for example, darling, you're in Ohio, right? You can't be in Ohio and be in New York. Does that make sense? Hey, please, does that make sense, darling? Meg, does that make sense? No. It's either here or you are there. It's either your superficial husband or a real husband. Don't get me wrong. Your marriage could be real marriage, yes. But your character trait doesn't portray real marriage, real husband. I mean, this is something that has to do with personality right now. Not marriage, personality. Your attitude, your character trait doesn't portray that. It portrays superficial. So, but you can change. You can't say, oh, I can't go wrong. The reason why you're not changing, your attitude is not changing because you keep saying you can't go wrong. If you tell yourself you can't go wrong, that makes you a pride husband. A pride person can't change positively. It's going to be hard for you to identify your error. And remember, if you can't identify your mistake, you can't be a positive, you can't be transformed. You must first identify your mistake and then you be on your way to transformation. Can somebody help me type it? Identify your mistake and then get transformed. If you can't identify your mistake, you can't get transformed. Yeah. So number 7 right now is we got 8 key indicators. Number 8, avoiding accountability. Please let me type it that avoiding accountability. Avoiding. Darling, please, and anybody here, please help me type it. Avoiding accountability. That's a number. Is that number 7, right? Am I correct? Number 7. Number 7, right? Avoiding accountability. That's number 7 key way of identifying or key indicator of a superficial husband. If you see a husband who is avoiding accountability, then he is superficial. How? I explain. That husband often blames the wife. You blames your wife of every problem that comes in your marriage, okay? Instead of you looking for a way of solving that problem, both of you teaming together to solve the problem going on in your marriage right now, you don't want to team together. You want to be on the side of blaming her. You want to blame her for that problem. You want to blame her for whatever that is not going on well. You want to keep blaming your wife. You're just a superficial husband. You don't. That's avoiding accountability. You can't blame. When anything is going on in your marriage right now, you can't blame your wife. As a husband, remember, the husbands are the head of for example, okay, let me go this way. You're a partner, right? You're in partnership. Marriage is partnership. But when you talk about partnership, there is a president of the partner and there is vice president. So you as the husband, you're the president in that partnership. In the union you are right now. Marriage is a union, is a partnership, and also a lifetime ministry. Okay? So you are the president in that union. Your wife is the vice president. Okay? And if you break down that marriage structure, oh my God, Holy Spirit is giving me another topic. Oh my God, marriage structure. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put them something down right now. I don't know. You see, when I talk like this, I get more revelations of next topic. When the same apply to if I'm preaching, I always Holy Spirit gives me revelation on things. Things opens up when I preach or talk. Marriage structure. Okay, so you can avoid responsibility. Accountability for whatever that goes on in your marriage. Accept it. Accepting accountability makes you a real husband. Can somebody help me type it out? Accepting accountability makes you a real husband. But avoiding accountability makes you superficial husband. This is it. Be there. Stand. Look for a way to get that problem solved. Don't push that problem to your wife alone and say, oh, I don't care. Whatever happens, I got a backup. I got this and that. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. That makes you a stupid husband that got no brain. So superficial. Accept accountability. Work on making that problem solved. Then your wife is going to respect you and say, this is a real husband. This is a mature husband I married. This is a man that I should respect. No wife can give you respect if you're superficial. No woman on earth gives a man respect that doesn't play his role in marriage or even in relationship. Even those who are doing boyfriend and girlfriend. You got a role to play in that relationship. You got a role to play in that marriage. You got a role to play in that friendship as a man. So, are you accepting accountability or avoiding it? If you run away, if I say run away, I'm talking about avoiding accountability. If you avoid it, often blames your wife, you're so superficial. Now, let's go to number 8 right now. Now, making empty promises. That's the last. Somebody help me type, making empty promises. Please type it for me. Darling, please, you started it. Please, can you just end it with that, okay? Type it for me again because I know you've been typing it for me. Thank you, darling. God bless you. Okay, yeah, we've passed that right now. Darling, we are in the last right now. That's number 8. Number 8 way of how to know if superficial spouse is Making empty promises. Did you get that, please? Making empty promises. Making empty promises. Hold on. Did you get that? I wanted to type it out. Thank you, darling. Empty promises. Now, empty promises is when you, as a husband, that makes a promise and you don't fulfill it. For example, you have a day, like you have a promise of doing things with your wife, okay, a certain date or a certain meeting, occasion, or trip, and along the line, you divert that trip to another thing, or you divert the promise to your self-centered trip or self-centered idea, whatever you decide within yourself, not what you agree with your wife or what you promise. You're always diverting it or changing it. You don't make it happen. You don't fulfill it. Okay? You don't fulfill it. You don't make it happen. That's empty promises. That makes you a superficial husband. You can't make a plan or decide something with your wife and then you go behind and then you do something else. Probably somebody else gave you suggestion, maybe friends are there, social media people or whatever, gave you a different suggestion, and then you threw away your wife, the plan you got with your wife or decision you took with your wife. You just put it aside and grab the outsiders, the one outsider say whatever, maybe friends or social media, whatever, whoever that is not your wife, and then you grab their own idea, grab their own decision, and then you begin to act on it. Come on, you're so superficial. Your head, you got no brain. Your head is just so empty. That's what I mean. Your medulla oblongata is highly congested. You're just a kid. You're not a mature husband. You're not real. You're just so superficial. Your marriage could be real, but your attitude is superficial. You can't make empty promises to your wife. What are you calling for? What's that demand? The demand is you're demanding no respect from your wife. That's what that means. No wife can respect that husband. When you make a promise to your wife, strive to fulfill it. If you make a plan with your wife, any decision with your wife, stay on it. And if you must change that decision, seek your wife consent. Go back to her, review that topic again, review that conversation. Somebody help me to review. Can you help me to review? Review that conversation or decision with your wife. If you must change it, there has to be mutual agreement. If no mutual agreement, you got no right to change it. You got no right to let anyone outside your marriage to change your decision. The decision of your wife that you have with her, or the agreement you have with your wife, you got no right to let anybody change it. That's stupidity. I'm sorry, but this is just the practical word for it. Is it? I'm real. I don't know how to hide myself. I express my feelings a lot. I express myself. I'm real. Just call me a real person. I say it real and raw. So you know why I have to say real and raw to you? So you could change. If you want to change anyway, it's up to you. But I must tell you the truth every time. Truth is bitter. Somebody help me tell truth is bitter. But it is the most capsule for your freedom. That's what John 8:32 says it. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The truth you know makes you free. The truth you observe makes you free. Not the truth you throw away. No. If you hear that truth, throw it away, you don't implement it, you can't be free. You can't be transformed. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you being here too. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. But that's the truth. Somebody help me type. Implementation of truth brings transformation. Did anybody get that from me? Implementation of truth, or you could say truth implementation brings transformation. Do you want transformation in your life, in your marriage? Implement the truth. You may not like that truth. The truth I'm telling you right now, you may not like it. It's not going to sound sweet. Truth is never sweet. Come on. Has anybody seen truth being sweet? No. Truth is like bitter medicine. You know, you take some medicine that are so bitter, all right? You don't want to take it. But, oh, you want to put it in your mouth, it's so bitter. You want to spit it out. No. If you swallow it, put it in your body, okay, your sickness get cured. Then probably in the next 1 hour, you get free. Oh, you're no more sick. It's bitter, but it cured you. It got you healing. That's how truth is. Truth is so bitter, but it brings healing to you. What that healing means? The healing of transformation, healing of freedom. Come on, that's the healing the truth brings. It's so bitter, but brings freedom and transformation. If you just swallow it, put it in your mouth, put it in your head. Where do you put truth? In your head, right here. Put it here. Take it through your ear to your head. Implement it, and then you get your transformation. That's how it was. Yeah, so, and I hope I made your day like Meg said. Yeah, of course. Those who love the truth, I made their day. And I know this day is a special day for you. Yeah. Yeah. To an agreement, you have to agree with your wife before you change that decision. I think that's the end of this for today. I don't know if anybody got any addition, question, contribution. If you got one, please throw it. If you got any question, throw your question. If you got addition, throw your addition. If you got not, I want to make this announcement. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell and then leave a comment. I post videos and things on my community posts, you know, prayers and articles on community posts. You could read and be blessed, receive and be blessed. Those who likes my videos, I really appreciate you too. Thank you. Keep liking my videos, because when you hit the like button, it makes it active for others to keep watching. Next Monday, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss. Yeah, you don't want to miss next Sunday. You're welcome, Meg. We're going to have a special guest. Some of us know that guest. Yeah. We're going to have him again next Monday. Yeah, so I'm putting up flyer. Flyer is ready. I'm gonna put it up probably tomorrow or next. I put up that flyer for next Monday. You don't want to miss it. Get your friends, and please, you could share this. How do you reach out to people? How do you help others to learn? Because a lot of husbands and wives are making mistakes in marriage. Mostly husbands, because today is for husbands. If you know every man in your life, like friends, if you got male friends, okay, share this today. Help to share it. That's how they get blessed and learn. How would they learn? Is by watching this. Probably they've been making the mistakes. When they watch this, they get corrections, implement and get transformed in their lives and marriages, even in their relationships. Yeah, so I appreciate to give it a thumb up by your sharing. Thank you so much if you do that. And I'll see you live again next Monday, 5 p.m. with our special guest, okay? Thank you. God bless you for watching.